winner call the tea break aba and da foforo atwedi ampon de ama me no mienu nkakra ye go so e the April bosome no ekogu and 29th of April 2025 the dan no twedi ampon no and da bia ye tenase ya de aseda ebema no esan se nye twedi ampon ne bema ahoden no aso ye fu kete so a e kan da sani nko anko be kan wamem enti yenya nkwa na yeti nkoma moja idea furusani akechema da bodwum no ye twedi ampon na no pai ye de aseda ma na wonso a wuti Asempa 94.7 the ultimate sports morning show Ghana afana nyina no obia ha and obia 80 ha no obia so live on Facebook Joe the fashionistic area to Asempa 94.7 okwa adwumadi no edida ho a said ya word na beka che no wadwenkyere watene wonsusu die bia wode ba no na wako comment section na wode ato na wabomode ahye na wama more likes ama bibia nso akoso kama multi TV for no so radio section ho obetimi atie minim sa no pay trotro drivers any mate for no ama wona fro akwa chichi ni abenche so monitor osomfo no Dennis Asamoah wode samrani bia mamia enye alatu la yebeko yanim kama abranti ene din ene international Pablo Ama Eddie Bernard, Paddy Butchie, and I am semi already. And a pay, made a barber down over few office, any baby war. And to why a crowd are coming home now, young corner, young fans, and mouse said they say, and they said, a fata. Yes, started Eddie Free, they just ended GOC elections. Papa Nidi and Richard Apokavi, your pound say, or your president as is here from a papa, Bofano Juana, Sumadron, kama pano. After elections, Monsieur, the minister of Sports and Recreation, Honorable Kofi Adams, and so no, Eddie Afutu Kakra, na say, or then some Kakra Etudra, Eddie Fa, the GOC president, and an apam for Yenti and Sama, the minister for Sports and Recreation, Eddie Etudra, after say election, Echo Neviye.
All the federations leadership functional and to develop proper governance system, because some of the federations including even Olympic federations now or Moeka Olympic federations, the non-Olympic fine, but the Olympic federations currently in Sokurano, you don't see them organizing activities nationally. The way the ESL competition because of baby ministry the boy they are not even working to make themselves attractive in order to be able to raise funds and so on and so forth. So at the end, the GOC, the MSA, and the ministry also collaborating to resolve all these situations. Again, BT Baba Breso, Yeto Yewa Amasama, Benu no Mensa Suba, and also Ababe Yomejuma Kaka secure the. I think the account now on the 12th of April meeting now Omukoye, and they have some money there, so they should immediately put a chunk of it into that project.
We and some the minister Eddie Etudra, the minister no Mr. Nkabo here and yena me road no Amasama stadium radio stadium branch anymore the who say project ni bi kosoa amanfo si aka o basketball ni ade enti minister say omoye budget no na say gadama ho enti omomo modern say omde omani ebehwe stadium ho oma bibia so akoso kama wonim say kroma ayetimi so oman ebetu mpon a ade say yetuato enti tuatua de ehia papa ena nipa ba ko a untimi enform eni agorabara wo chechire ma ma because omo na ma wiase echini saa oba na Ghana ni bi ni Beni awo na ne ba Beni na Beni bi so ne Senegal ni awo na ne ba wo Senegal enti ye maya ena mama Ghana bibia ye bi anso no etimi akoyie enti minister echema ye subcommittees ahoro ewo GOC ni ade no ye momoden se ebe involve ema ama bibia anso akoso yie.
My only worry, out of 21 or 22 executives Omo council, Emmanuel just two, and I wasn't too impressed about that. So may catch president in considering the subcommittees, because Omo has as many subcommittees as possible. Yenshena, Emmanuel Omo they doing so well in administration, they're doing so well in the game itself. Yenfam into the subcommittees to also bring their expertise to bear. So subcommittee to bring to the council for approval at least the views and everything about these women, wonderful ones that we have in this country.
Wonderful ones, the adorable ones we have in the country, and you'll be to do a part to be an Akofana committee. So, and you know, the minister, Eddie Etruja, you now young for any interim, the senior national soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Ghana had your national team, fans, your national team, adore said, and Piacha, Black Stars. Mr. Noah, or more any KGL for SI Etanasi, Esin Kundra, when him said, near no more contract, is you know, na 4 years contract, you know, na is a year biano a 14 million Ghana cedi, and a room minister, minister, then Huaji, minister, a Tuana Mopa, and minister, Edin Huji money for any KGL for Etanasino, Lasa extended contract, you know, echo a year and Fiempino, any Edunu, and so 2027, and a contract, yene a year KGL for Ewo Black Stars, Ewono, a bit me ako, Nevi, Nasika PM no a 20 million Ghana cedi. Contract no ni sign ewie mu no papa ono so eyo panyimpa edema eye KGL the executive chairman nidi edi Mr. Alex Apau ono edi de no the PMBA eto yanim
4-year program of another $1 million spent through the KGL Foundation to support juvenile sports. Today, the conversation I've had with the minister and yourself, I think the minister has pushed us to do more, and I'm glad to say that we've upped it. If it was in dollars, we would probably have been about 15.7 million.
Asempa FM.
But we've upped it to 20 million cedis. So that's what we are committing. And we are committing this also. The last time was $1 million over 4 years. We are committing this over 2 years. So which means that we have increased and doubled it. So the minister has pushed us very hard to do this, reminding us about our responsibility as corporate
Asempa FM.
So, Minister, your push has gone through. The GFA should be
Asempa FM.
Case stewardship has given us confidence that will be put to good use. So thanks.
The chief executive officer at the KGL and out is Minister Push and I'm away now at me Abba. Or then I know this no to John on the and the Ghana Football Association president, Mwafu Zombi president, second vice president for CAF, Mr. Keti Okreku, and so at the Assurance Kakra Etuja.
For which we are very, very grateful. We will put the resources to its proper use. My sector minister obviously is somebody who wants to ensure that all the T's and all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. So we will ensure that the resources are put to its proper use. We are very grateful, and clearly Ghana football will take a different pathway from today.
We any and some kakra, your president of the federation, Eddie Etruja. So you call Ghana's version of El Clasico and I super crash, you know. Now you're the Honsem Kakra Amawa. Kwesida and as I match Etruja Ewo the Accra Sports Stadium. And pay what is award winner and the adorable and it does in MOT the Koso Ewo Mpemfua Ewo House of Fuka Kachi Kopiem Ewo Busimanche Akachino, which was Sembibri Etruja Ewo Promise Bibri Abba, Vim Bibri Abba, Ewo, Operado, Casamafo, Edema, Accra Heart of Folk, the super crash now, Ebe Kosono, Mr. Unim says, Yadi Kotoko, Omo Ewo 15.6 on 4th on the table, and a Heart of Folk, so 45 seats on the log. Operado, Casamafo, Edema, Accra Heart of Folk, the Rainbow Boys, and also Edekakra Etuja, ahead of the crasher on Sunday, Ebe to 20 a build up.
There wouldn't be any excuses. We have to prepare and make sure that they are ready. Any coach, you can say a few minutes before you call. Then the training program shows clearly that he knows what about. He's talking to his players about what we want to be in there and achieve and make sure that everything will work very well for us. For us, the preparation is going on. We are hoping that one day, on Sunday, people at Accra Sports Stadium with the support that we will enjoy. We'll be able to put some mark onto the faces of every phobia. Coach has drawn a program for them as in terms of training, that is that will be training and of that, this will be training, you made that, this will be training and of an and all of that. But the rest of that, that is left. I think that these are team preparation, and it is like making sure that everything works well. So we cannot put ourselves the work. But the most important thing that I can tell every program is that our Ghana is in charge and enjoying the support of everybody. And we are hoping that the training program or the actual one or the players and say go through. I mean, I do my it will lead us to something positive.
Abusuafo ene out eyo parado okasa ede ma heart of folk boboku no ye free na kache ye da so e the Ghana Premier League no Mr. Head Coach ede ma Vision FC papa no din ede Nana Kwaku Achiman Mr. unim se baby a vision e wono eni kwan se relegation e be bata omo ho ono so ede nsem kakra etudwa kwan on be fa so na 4 matches aka no on betimi akonkode na o avoid relegation na mani o makoso ede ama Vision FC.
I don't think I've ever thought about Vision going to relegation. I know my boys are rising to occasion. I said when they were going to rise to the occasion, I wasn't going to change my style. I was going to motivate them and help them to play the way I wanted them to play. Now that they even have a grasp of what I want them to do, we're going to stay, and next season people are going to see the better side of it.
Ayen and Ajimano no Mr. Omo 4 points away from the relegation zone. And ultimately said no my day Eddie Amomo 5 matches to go. Yafeni entrim ewan semfo from there. Na ye call baby any and from Paul Manson so head coach Eddie Emomo baby any Gold Stars. Omo ne daso Eda log no sra. Nioma ekoso Eddie Emomo na nsema papa no Eddie atudwa ene se kwabia so no omde home matches no ombefa serious. Said the be ombetimi aklenche the Ghana Premier League, no more money achieve Africa. Yenti head coach from Paul Manson.
Of course, now we have 4 games. We have
Asempa
3
FM.
games and then 1 away game. So yes, it's still difficult, but we take that
Asempa
situation
FM.
that we haven't lost at all. So we try and then win the home games. Yes, and then the away game, yes, we will also fight for something. But when we win, we definitely have
Asempa FM.
So for us, that should be a problem.
Coach from Paul Manson on the club be any Gold Stars. So the when he etchim Mediama Sporting Club on so papa ni din ene Ibrahim Tanku ekoye enche but ono so nkakanka kra obomoden said be ya da birijo be frim na odi team na fri adomu akọ adomu ono so assure Mediama fans say kwan bia so no ono so be bomodin aye na famu de ama Mediama nioma etimi akoso na omo goal scoring problems no so no bibia to etimi etwa.
It's about training, send them a kind, send our kind first in the goals number, but maybe at least with the motivation I give them and the type of training I hear, you know, maybe say one of the reasons it's me create chances. So maybe say I feel I should say you're more time ahead of us. We did say the team will be more better than this one.
Eno papa ni din ene Ibrahim Chanko refio na yenko ensemfo from there na say 8 swimmers efi emamua ede 8 swimmers efi Ghana ha ede omoni atrim ewo Egypt we Africa Junior Swimming Championship and also todra ewo Egypt mining ho mesero ebe start on the 30th of this month and asa swimming championship no ebetimi atodra na meneo ka say the Ghana former enso enya kwanya obonso etimi akopiem ewo ha yede ho nsem kwakra down swimmers no mako enwotwe yewo Jackson Jacko ewo ho sanso na Oduma Ajay enso obi a oka swimmers no yewo Yamin so eka ho Jacob Kellem enso eka 8 swimmers no ho na Michael Mann so din abetodwa abranti ani din Jada Yanchi na Timber Akin na Rahana Yankee we any wona etimi abomoden PM Egypt ha nipa mako enwotwe omokoboa amane oma akoso yi na swimmers no ekono omone coach Kenneth Ankra ono ene coach ede ema swimmers no mesiro enyo no nko a but answer na omo free mamu anu a ede omone achim Egypt no the president for Ghana Swimming Association Defina Kwei ede nsem kwakra ejai answer team no efi ade omone achim Egypt.
We have to keep the kids on their feet. Our swimmers should be on that. They cannot just be swimming here in Ghana and not having the experience elsewhere. So for us, we make it a point that for every competition around the world, we send representatives from Ghana. They need to swim against their counterparts in other continents, and that is what we are doing. Our aim is to develop swimming to the highest. We won't leave it here only in Ghana. So we have 4 swimmers based here in Ghana. We have 1 from the US, 1 from Canada, and 2 from the UK. Those from US Canada are already in Cairo. They arrived this morning, and we'll be meeting the others from UK also. When we arrive, they will be there, and then we'll have the whole team ready. will do their best. The teams we are going to meet are not ordinary teams. Teams like Egypt. Egypt have the group A and Team B and Team C. You see, they've graded them. But our kids are also doing well. And this is the time for them to know what is happening around them, to push themselves.
The president of Ghana Swimming Association, Nesmodi Tuga, and Nunjabani said, yeah, Nessa free a table and a Quamse Krum, Quandia, Manside, Hodia, and so when I knew Quanso could grow Elho, Kenneth Nati, also a coach at the Mass Swimmers in the interior of the Tuga and Samoko.
Expectations are very high because one thing I know as a coach is that water doesn't lie. The training you put in when you are home, we show on the day of competition. And so far we've assembled the best, the creme de la creme we have in this country to represent Ghana. So expectations are very high because we are taking our best swimmers. Definitely we have the best from other African countries. So far we have 44 countries competing and we are taking our best. We are looking at probably making the finals in the prelims and then we are expecting about 60% to make it to the finals. So the expectations are really high. It's very crucial because we have the World Championship approaching, which is coming off in September. So this is very crucial. We expect most of our swimmers to give in, call their personal best times, which will be a big boost to the World Championship. You know, in swimming, the time you record is very essential. It can be the next step. You know, when you are doing the entries, the time depends on where you be on the list. So if you are higher up, the space are high, you know you are swimming with the best swimmers. If it's low, then you swim with some slow.
Way and Sama, Ruanidi and Kenneth Ankra, or no swimmers in the coach, any man. So, more free Mamua, Eddie Money Achim, Egypt on the 30th of this month. I know Chinano and our swimming competition, Ecoso, Egypt. Yerishamo, the very best of luck. Say they said lights for so ever honor. You original so now and a brand and play
for Team
Nakudru, Papa.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, Makudu.
Because conflicting report.
Because no report. News about and Desmond say could do your facilities a war in your way war on BBI very okay pa the Okan I don't know so could do you be a Kosovo Egypt intimidating.
So this story need to say I mean
when you account story
or say what's happening at the African Under-20 Cup of Nations in Egypt is quite surprising. I would say Brofuna make I mean
kind Brofuna not Bapadi Hamad. Let me concentration here.
Because we'll be now sending away so that we can do the
okay.
What is happening at the African Under-20 Cup of Nations in Egypt is quite surprising.
Okay.
All the 12 participating nations have announced their squad for the tournament, except Ghana. And the tournament has already kicked off. What is causing the delay in announcing the squad? What you say?
Because Obia could do not in the squad. They are bad. They are quiet and squad, but because you're weekend in here, and your papa will be to me. That's mostly where you will be answering until confirm my now. And adorable will be your day back. Oh, I call it team breaking up by TV will be your day back.
Nipana, ne daddy no diabano, ne daddy. The attendant say, we say, teams a court tournament. Yea is essential for ne Ghana for a here say, ye be who ye squad air.
Okay, yeah.
It's a no training because a name no can CAF ne GFA omumu team ne emumre bia so because they are already registered.
They are there
with CAF.
Yeah.
Enti omo ho no they are there ewo omo koye adwuma.
Omo last week.
But just that nipa na ono atro ne concern ne say
squad ne ma.
I say squad no.
Ache.
Emma Bontema Ghana for ye boys are ekobobo.
Na papa nya sa na nipa no twero ne.
Say otro ho no. GS abechirechim ti na mema ba ha no.
Okay.
What GS achirechim ho.
Okay.
Achiremu say enye conflicting and enye bibia obi emumra bia so. What you say? But ehu hia so say wo mo ebeba.
Because you be weekend.
Bia ye ko Black Stars ko ba bia can squad asem. It way so according to the Nipan culture say as a Jerry free crack or come reporter or tin say Jerry free crack. It is see who squad that represent Ghana so that it's central for so no. Yes we ye juma ye betimi anya ye dia profile players e kwa betimi come ho asem.